What if I told you that violence isn't just about bruises that you can see, that it can come in different forms, some of which that are not very obvious, and most of which we walk right past in every single day of our life. Today, we are breaking the silence. We are naming the unnamed. We are exposing the different faces of gender-based violence that destroy lives in many ways you can't even imagine. The first one is the physical violence. This is the obvious one that many people believed to be the only form of violence. It involves hitting, pushing, beating, slapping, and any form of physical force that is used to control or harm you. The second one is the emotional and psychological violence. This is very common, but not too obvious. When you're being constantly put down by people who should love and respect you, when you're being constantly humiliated, manipulated, when you are being threatened, they are calling you names that they are not supposed to be calling you, and many other acts that could make you feel worthless and oppressed. It is emotional and psychological violence. Then we have the sexual violence. That is when we have sexual harassment, different touches that doesn't go well with you, forced sexual acts like rape and other sexual activities that you never consented to. The fourth one is economic violence. We can also call this financial abuse. This is when your life is being controlled using finances, when you have no control at all over your whole money, when you are being prevented from accessing opportunities, from getting education, when you have no option than to depend on other people financially as a way of control. We also have the gender-based violence that happen at the workplace. We have discrimination, we have rights denial, and we have unequal legal protections. I know you're not expecting this one that I'm about to say, and you have been justifying why a girl in your family should be a subject of one: female genital mutilation. It is a form of gender-based violence that violates human rights, and it causes severe health implications for girls and women. As a matter of fact, it reduces some women's self-esteem. And we have the human trafficking. That is when someone is being exploited sexually. That is when they force people to work against their wishes. And we can say this is modern day slavery. And lastly, we have this one that breaks my heart every time I think about it: child marriage. Child marriage is different from early marriage. Child marriage is when you force a child that is under 18 years of age to get married, when you withdraw them from school because you want them to go and get married, when you force them into early motherhood just for your selfish interest and for the interest of the family. All this should end with you. And that's not going to happen with your silence. It's not going to happen with your ignorance, but with your action. Educate yourself and others. Speak up. Support people that are survivors, and share this video with your audience. Every voice matters, every story counts, and every action we take creates changes. End gender-based violence.